Hey folks, what a view behind me. I'm at Black Bull Markets headquarters here in Auckland, New Zealand. Speaking of views, you can get TradingView paid plans for free at Black Bull Markets, saving you up to $600 a year. Get either the Essential Plus or Premium plans absolutely free. All you need to do is trade from one lot a month at Black Bull Markets. And you can also get a 100% deposit bonus for your first deposit up to $1,000. All you need to do is click the Trading Nut link in the description below. Hey, start trading Forex indices and commodities with up to 800k of Blue Guardian's capital risk-free. Just pay a small one-time fee to take the challenge, hit a profit target and get funded. Then keep up to 90% of your profits and enjoy fast weekly payouts. Now for futures traders, Blue Guardian Futures offers up to 450k in funding with 100% profit on your first 15k. With low targets, no activation fees and unlimited resets, it's one of the best deals in the industry. Visit BlueGuardian.com or BlueGuardianFutures.com to start trading today and grab their limited time discount code.
Hey, good morning, guys. Let's get to the charts over here. Just confirm that you can see and hear very clearly. And make sure the mic is on, actually. Everything's good. All right. Just a quick announcement. Today is going to be my last day here with Cam. My job has requested me to be there a little bit earlier every day. So I'll be doing that for a little while. Also, it's going to give me some time to really focus on trading and automation as well. As you can remember, on Tuesday, this was Tuesday, I had this option. I took this trade here, went into profit and stopped me out. After I did not take the trade, I believe, and then we said wait until it breaks out here. So it broke out here and ended up giving a trade for an entry. Let's go to Tuesday. So we're sort of just doing a recap at the same time. Tuesday was the 8th, actually. 8. Oops. Alright, so this here is the buy that I took a loss on, and this was the sell it gave on that breakout. Right? So as you can see, it broke out here and then it gave a sell signal right here. It gave a sell signal right here. It could have been taken for, I was at work at this moment in time, but it was a 180 pip move after the breakout happened. All right, so I'm sort of just gonna go over how we can take these trades here. Yesterday, also I was waiting for a breakout trade here. The breakout came right here, and I took 130 pips off of this one. Right, not 130, 130 pips. Right off of this one, and as you can see, kept going, kept giving buy signals. Now these sell signals, of course, is going to be not valid because we're taking it manually. I would like to automate it, but it's difficult to take these sell signals out of the automation, because if I take these sell signals out of the automation, I also take all these buy signals out of it, which becomes difficult because then I get less buy signals on the buy side. So I prefer to go the manual route where I validate the signals manually, which is a little bit more easier, becoming a little bit easier at least. Right. That was yesterday, so let's see what happened. What's going on here today? Today looks like a mess. It's unorganized. Let's go look at price action first. All right, so this is the trade I was telling you guys about here. At night, on it was last night. not last night, the night before, right? So I was waiting for this breakout here, and the trade came in. Waiting for this breakout. Then once it broke out, I got it broke out. EA gave a signal here, and I took that signal. Then the following morning, I did the same thing here again. I took a signal here and then here, right? Um, then yesterday, I took a signal here, a buy signal here on this breakout, but it failed. I got stopped out. So once it came back in the range and went back up, I took a signal here, and it took profit. That was the one. That was the 100 and something pip, which was actually no, it was right here somewhere. I took profit, right? Very short take profit, but they had a long way to go. So same situation here. So the reason I'm showing you this is because I'm showing you that a breakout setup actually works very well on using the EA, right? That's the point I'm showing you this. That you can actually stay out of the range the whole entire time, wait for the breakout to happen, and then validate that breakout with the system, right? As you can see here on this particular move last night, this is the breakout right here, right? Let me verify that. Up, down. Here we go, 1 minute. Okay, so this is the breakout here, right? And this is the breakout here, right? So as you can see at this moment, if you were to go back and look at the live video that I recorded, you would see exactly how this signal came in, because obviously it can be this signal or this signal, right? Preferably you would want to take this one here as it breaks out here. So it gives a signal. I don't know if it gives any additional on its way out of the range. I didn't give any additional signal out of the range. Just give this one here, and that was it. It kept going, right? Anyway, let's see what we have going on here today. I'm gonna map everything out. So first thing we need to do, if you guys are gonna plan on using the EA, this is how it's done precisely. So every day, remember, I come to the daily chart and I put in my support resistances. So this is just my analysis that I do every single day. This is the only way I do my analysis, pretty much. Right? I just put in my key levels here, my daily levels, and then I work my way down 4 hour to confirm and adjust. Right, those levels. And this sort of helps me dissect the ranges a little bit better. So this way, all those 1 minute ranges that it's breaking out of, at least we can have a idea of how to navigate those ranges. Okay, so 4 hour. Let's put in our 4 hour color. That's 4 hour and daily, and this is 4 hour daily. Alright. All right, so if let's hypothetically say ECL over here looks choppy, but this is the 4 hour, this is the 4 hour, so more than likely if it was to come down here, it would break straight through past all this, right? So 4 hours I use as main key levels, 4 hour daily support resistances. Now my 30 minute I use for my existing breakout location. Alright, so this is our 30 minute breakout location here. The reason I didn't delete the green one is it reminds me that it's also a 4 hour location, right? Previous 4 hour close right there. Um, and the purple just lets me know this is my 30 minute range I'm looking for. So therefore, alright, now let's break it down a little bit lower time frames. Alright, so let's see how wide this range is. This is a big range. It's the 232 pip range. Obviously, we're not going to wait for this to break out. To catch a trade, we might want to catch a trade from the top down or down up or middle down, right? So maybe I have to break this range down a little bit more to catch a trade. So obviously we have a breakout here happening on the spot, right? And this is a daily support resistance area, which becomes a key level on our 30 minute chart. So this is our range now in the 5 minute. This is our small range, small range, small range. So when it breaks down here, it should continue down. If it breaks down here, it should continue down. If it breaks up here, it should continue up. Alright, so 30 minute. See, there's a level here. Price rejected quite a bit at this level here, which is pretty close to already. And then it's already been doing it one time, two times, rejecting on this area. So if it was to break out of this, we can't get excited because then it might smash down right off of this here again. But 1 hour is pretty bullish at the moment. So I'm not sure 1 hour is still going to continue like this. Alright. Shit. Alright, so we have divided the range here on the 1 hour. now, if it does push up past this area, it's just gonna stop right there in order to pull back down. If it wants to pull back down, if not, it's gonna break it and then continue to the next one. All right, so if I made had a breakout here, let's see how it looks on the EA, right? So this is the breakout point. It did not give a signal here. I mean, it's giving these arrows but no signals. So what we're gonna do is just wait for a pullback and then a signal again. Okay, so the best way of entry, especially FX Eagle, do a market structure and multi-time analysis properly. But when I enter, price goes back. Okay, so that's what we just did here. We did market structure. We did price action. Because what happens is it's our entry, right? You can be the best technical analysis person there, but your fear brings in the slow entries, right? So when you're afraid, you're like, okay, it's not going, it's not going, it's not going, it's not going. Okay, it's going, and then you enter this little piece here for it to come back and stop you out, right? It's the same thing. It happens with me all the time as well. You're like, okay, instead of you're like, okay, if it breaks here, it's gonna come down here, right? But then you're like, it's not it's not going. Then it comes down, you try again, it's not going. It comes down, you try again, it's not going. Then you try again, it's not going. But you traded the whole direction correctly, right? So the E-ish could help us with these type of areas if you look at the numbers. For example, let's see here. So when you're looking at the strengths, right, you would be seeing very aggressive buy strength or bear strength here, and this is for gold only. And then you would see aggressive buy strength or sell strength here, and this is for all six metal charts, right? So it goes. This number represents these six charts at the bottom. Right? Basically telling you what all the charts are doing simultaneously. Same thing with this RSI average bull and RSI average sell. It's basically telling me what the RSIs are doing across all these 1 minute charts on the bottom. So the six metal charts. And so currently RSI is bullish. And over here, this is telling me the RSI for gold only, which is also bullish. Right. So what I'm looking for is this to be in a buy favor, this to be in a buy favor, this to be in a buy favor, and a buy favor. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 locations to look at here for it to be buy bullish. I mean, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 locations to make sure it's buy. Once you have looked at those and confirmed that it's all bullish, um, this signals will only be given when all the charts are currently moving in the same direction. That's what these blue arrows are. And these red arrows are representing when all six metal charts are moving in the same direction at the same time. Right? That's why when after we get a pullback and then it's push up, it's because we're sort of getting a correlated move between all the charts, and that's why it runs away, kind of like this, right? Um, of course, not all the time, right? But as you can see, once it flips quickly. So if you're in a buy and you see the red arrows are coming in, it means there's a pretty strong chance it can actually continue much farther down because of all the charts participating in that move, right? So let's just say you're buying over here and you see a red arrow here. It means there's a lot of charts participating, a lot of markets participating in this move. So potentially it can go deeper, right? Or at least come back all the way to the pullback location, which is the 50 linear weighted EMA. All right, so for the price action part, for the entry part, hold on, let me grab this food from this microwave because it's beeping nonstop. All right, I'm back. Now for the entries that, like you said, it when you enter the trade, it comes back against you. So, if you enter the trade here, I mean, you can enter in the blue arrows, up to you, right? Not, I mean, you don't have to wait for the signals, but I prefer to wait for the signals because the signals are a little bit more valid. You see, even that this down move here, the EA couldn't handle it either. It wouldn't have given you any proper trades. So these red line and this green line, if it's chopping back and forth and it's giving you trades on this red line, then those trades might actually push back much faster, right? You want it to give you a trade like within this region, right? On its way up or on its way completely out when everything is twisted to that direction. Sort of like this here. You see, it's on its way up aggressively, and if you enter, you sort of could make decent profit right there, right? But it still increases your chances of making profit. Is what I'm saying, right? Over here, it did not give much trades, buy trades, no buy trades, right? So this one buy trade that it gave you, you actually had a high chance of making profits, right? Same thing with this one over here. It gave you a trade here, you had a high chance of making profits, right? All these here that it gave, you had chances of making profits on them, right? And this is dependent on how you read these numbers here on the right side. So on the right side, you want to make sure your buy strengths are very strong, right? And volume is fairly high, and the average volume has been fairly high actually. Anything above 6,000 is considered high. Anything above well, this needs to be at least 10,000 to be very high, right? So the volume numbers, you can learn about these by, I mean, I'm still learning about these to be honest. I just sort of did the calculation, but I have to learn what all the numbers represent. Um,
No, yeah, are they saying anything there?
All right. Indicators. Why no reply? Tackle. I don't get it.
Why not reply? What?
Indicators. I don't know what he's saying, to be honest. He's speaking Hindi over here. I don't speak Hindi, just so you know. All right, so it came back to this trend line right here and then rejected. Good thing I got out of that trade right there.
He don't speak Hindi despite being. Wait, no. Well, you're Guyanese, so it doesn't.
Okay, it's
But still, it's a little funny.
all right. So now we're getting a sell signal here, which we can take, and then I'll put a stop loss at the recommended area of so 82 pip stop loss, and I'm gonna go 82 pip, take profit. Right, it's definitely uncertain trade. Everything is bearish here. Let's see what's going on over here. These are bearish. Bearish. The silver hasn't moved yet. These silvers are now starting to go. So if this silver here starts breaking down over here, it's going to continue down. So depending on what silver does, if silver starts going up, then I'm going to have to get out. They're probably just coming to test the 9 over here. It might come back and test the 9. I have to turn off the trailing stop loss, or else it's going to keep trying to trail the stop loss up. The stop loss has to be at 50. Had I kept the sell over here, I would have been fine. I would have been at 70 something per profit already.
Well, they can't blame me for making.
Come on, Angie.
What?
Come on, Angie.
Well, it's literally just luck that I happen to want to continue down. Imagine if it wasn't that, huh?
I know. Alright, let's see what's happening here. 10 minute. Okay, so 10 minute close bearish. Nice big rejection bearish, rejected off of this previous zone here. So if 10 minute pulls back up and starts coming down, which would be logical for it to pull back all the way up to here. It starts coming down. It might be like maybe a 10-minute bar that hits the bottom.
I decided to enter a sell as well because of
so 3105 is where it might come. Or as a matter of fact, let me do the volume. This is the point where it took off from. This is the point where it stopped. Right, so right here. Alright, so right here is the area it needs to come back to. So 3101. So I'll put it to 146 pips. So it's gonna should come clear this low, or exactly at the low. Right? Because it doesn't always take this target here. It just might come just above it, and then go back up. So 130 pips down. It's a drop. Now, if it does want to make an M pattern here, then it should come all the way down here. Which is 3082, but you have this zone here. This is a 4-hour zone, 4-hour structure. It could come to 3096. Of course, it's gonna do this choppiness, right? It's gonna chop back and forth, maybe. My stop loss should be in a safe zone there, though. Because if it stopped me out there, then that's the correct stop loss. Because then it's just gonna keep going up. Alright, let's see what's happening here. Here. So if XAU AUD starts going up too high, we don't want that. Silvers are still in a downtrend. So if silver starts breaking this 200 here, then obviously it's a good time to get out of the trade.
Why?
And she's hitting me right now.
Why?
I'm taking a sell trade.
Why? I took this out and I'm losing like a dollar. I'm losing money. That's your fault.
Oh, we should have taken it earlier and held that trade, right? It would have been fine.
This is upsetting. I can't trade it this market.
I know this market is like shitty right now. Because what you're trying to trade is this market right here. The 50-minute chart is like nonsensical over here.
No.
But 50 minutes sort of made a nice rejection looking candle here, which is great. Right? 30-minute is also has 14 minutes to go. If the 15-minute bar closes bearish, which it did, then we may have the rest of the 30-minute bar go down. So if the rest of the 30-minute bar goes down and closes bearish, or at least stays bearish, then the next 30 minutes should come down. But if this closes bullish, then not so great for us. Alright, so I got stopped out of that trade. Don't hold your trade too long, Angelina. Because you don't need to hold it long, because you can always re-enter that sell if it's a sell, and actually make profit on it.
That's stupid thing.
Because you want to be able to make back the money.
No, I know.
Right? If you were to enter a sell on a second time.
Yeah.
Alright, silver is not bullish, of course. So if once silver starts pushing back to the downside, I think then is when the sell starts. So you see silver here has been doing a divergence here. Divergence here. And then it did a divergence to the bullish side. So it needs to reset this divergence by making a lower high here and then breaking this low. So once this starts breaking this low here, I'll re-enter the sell. So you see, it came and hit the average point here. I should have paid attention to that. And this is flat, so it's doing a whipsaw here, and then whips at the top. Where's the whole moving average? It disappeared. Ah, I see. It was way down here instead of up here. Let me save this template. All right. So the hull did not shift as well as yet.
I've taken just this far, honestly.
I know.
Mm.
Let me look at the price action here. The price action is so shitty, I tell ya. I mean, is it breaking out into this rejection zone? Because this is the rejection zone, right? This is the area it continuously rejected from here, and in the past as well. This is the rejection zone, so it just entered the rejection zone, and you see it's pushing back down already. That's why you have to be very careful over here. It's a very strong resistance. So it gives it, if it gives a sell on this rejection zone again, but the earlier sell, sort of like as soon as it flips, it gives a nice sell early on. As it flips, then it would be a nice sell. But all the 200 EMA is very bullish right now. I mean, all the 9 EMA is very bullish. So this charger is very bullish right now. It can essentially keep climbing.
Mm.
But you see over here how it changed to no arrows? It means right below this 200 here is the sell zone.
Oh, it's hitting a daily support, I just realized.
Yeah. It's hitting a strong rejection zone, so it's a tough buy. It's a very if buy. I mean, if it does buy, it's gonna bust through there and catapult all the way up there.
Ugh.
But if it does buy, it's gonna have to buy very, very strong in order to buy through that.
Yeah.
That means you should be able to see like striking move coming, passing through.
Okay.
See these here. XEU Aussie, XEU Euro is still in a sell trend, right? XEU AUD is in a flat trend. I mean range, and it just is whipsawing the top and the bottom. So now it's preparing to move here. This hasn't done anything as yet either. It came back down. Uh, this came back down. This coming back down. Let me see. Market watch. Alright, so dollar, USD, Euro, and Aussie, they're all at the same value over here, right? Which implies a nice perfect what do you call it? There is no difference in price, no major difference in price. Alright, I'm gonna re-enter the sell as soon as it gives a signal. The EMA is still too flat though. The 50 is like sideways right now. I see what it's doing now. It is doing this here. So if I put this in the center, right there, and I move this to the center here, and this is where it should be coming before it bounces back up. How much pips is this gonna be? A 30 pip move, approximately even 25 pip move. Okay, sell strength is coming back in over here. RSI hasn't shifted yet. It's still bullish here. This is still bullish here. This is still bullish here. We need everything to be confirmed sell direction. See, when I took this sell over here, this was still bullish. Hence, it pushed back up. Yeah, we need this tip. We need this here to flip bearish as well. We need the gold to flip bearish as well. I can flip the sell. Some might happen later on today. Maybe another 2 hours. And I'll have to double my trade or triple my trade. All right. So this is our range we're working with here. Right, this is the range confirmed. It's a 130 pip range, 150 pip range. It needs to break this 150 pip range completely in order to take a nice long sell or a nice long buy.
There are a lot of pips.
Right. So if we are planning on buying, now that I see what's happening here, it needs to give us a buy signal above this zone, which stop loss is gonna be 60 pips. And it's gonna come to this next zone here. And if you want to sell, if it does go to the sell side, you're gonna have to wait for a signal to come below this point to take a sell towards this direction here. The stop loss would have to be at half of the range. Right, so at this point here, I'm gonna send this over. Let me remove this. Those were useless. Right, let me adjust this one here to be over here. This would be a take profit area. It already stopped here, so the next stop should be lower, which is down here. As this would be the stop, the zone for a take profit. Once it pushes past this range. At this point here, the EA should gather enough data on its way down to give a sell as it pulls back here and then drop down. Same thing here at this point here, because it's so neutral in this area, it should gather enough data by the time it gets to here to know that it was going to be a strong breakout or not. That's the link to the analysis we have here and the trade call out. Silvers are flipping bullish here. They're trying to, at least. Maybe silver is down. Finish with his down move. He wants to do an up move now. That's why it's like halting over here to push to the opposite side and go bullish. If it goes bullish, then it'll also support the buys on gold to break out to the upside. Because as per this here, market is fairly balanced. Nine EMA. Based on this here, gold is overvalued a little bit. See, whereas Euro and no XAUSD, no Aussie USD is Aussie's overvalued. So therefore, gold needs to buy in order to catch up to 1, 2. See, let me try a different EMA here. So based on the 9, gold needs to actually buy to catch up to Aussie's price, Aussie's value. So you see with the 20, is showing you is even more on gold. Gold is even undervalued at the moment still. And euro is also undervalued. It's still working on this triangle here, so that buy is going to be invalid buy. And especially you see it's mixed with red. This indicator, that's the bar indicator is still red. It's doing a triangular motion here. So after this triangle, we'll look for a move. I mean, based on current price, everything is valued normal. Everything is staying in value, the same value. Hence, it's also sideways. But based on the moving averages of 20, they're out of sync. So I'm trying to capture the difference between the moving average and current price. Volume has been consistently moving downward throughout this whole move. This has been coming down to this, below the zero here. So if it breaks out and gives us a signal down here, maybe we could potentially take that signal, try it out.
Wait. No. Right.
But you see how the buy strength is like very very strong on the gold itself. Um, so breaking down here with the signal is not probably possible. If you guys have any questions, let me know.
It's a bad day to trade.
I know it's a shitty day. Based on the data we're seeing here right now on the EA and on the physical chart,
Gotcha.
We are looking at a trade possibly all the way above here or all the way below here for a trade, which might happen at much later in the day, maybe even 2 o'clock or around 11 o'clock. So in 2 hours, you should probably see a trade coming in above here or below here. Right, because the trade below here, if you took a signal below here, then that signal might actually run much farther because it'll have momentum coming down with it. Same thing over here, it'll have momentum going up with it. So it has to break here very strong. So if it breaks here very strong and you get a signal to buy anywhere above here, then you can buy it and go instantly into profit. We gave it test drive over here in this signal, but it didn't work out. Right, if I try to do anything here, I'll be forcing a trade, and forcing a trade is not what you want to be doing. I forced a trade here, even though my price action wasn't promoting a trade. So as you can see, the price action wasn't promoting a trade. Um, so that's why we need to go price action first, and then the EA. Because forcing trade is just a bad idea overall. But then the FOMO gets in. You want to take a trade when you're sitting here, It requires so much discipline, it's ridiculous. But unfortunately, that's what it requires, a lot of discipline. Okay, Angie, so we're waiting for this high to break and this low to break. And then signal in those areas. Okay? And then you can take the trade, make back your money. Don't go lower lot size. Stay the same lot size.
Well, I did 001 when I lost money.
Okay, now you can do 0.2.
Yeah.
This one here is giving me bullish. It's at 9:30. I'm gonna end the stream here because I have to leave. What I don't like is that we have sell volume adding in on the OBV. The on-balance volume has been adding in sells continuously here. The EA is gradually flipping bullish, of course. It's bullish here, bullish here, bullish here, bullish here, right? It's bullish everywhere. This could be a good signal here actually, because this is flip bullish. The whole moving average is flip bullish. We have a 5 checkpoint bullishness over here. The only thing that doesn't support this price action. So let's see if we can get support from these charts over here, which we don't. As you can see, we don't get support from these charts over here. This chart is now still working out this range. So if this isn't pushing this, there is no way it's gonna go. Right? You see what gold Aussie is doing here. It's like charming, chopping back and forth non-stop, and it's currently going down. Silver broke out and retesting the 200 here. Silver here rejected after 200. This silver here is now flipping into a bullish trend. I mean, of course, it's going to range first. So more ranging. If this silver here flips bullish and stays above the 200, this one starts staying above the 200, and this one starts staying above the 200, then we may have a confirmation that all these here are going to flip bullish and stay bullish. Right? We need XAU EUR to also be above the 200 and stay above the 200. Let's see if this Aussie closes above. I mean Euro. Aussie actually needs to break this line here in order to push that gold up. See how this was looking like he wants to go. It's looking like he wants to go. Aussie is still pulling it down. See, gold is going up because it's undervalued right now, whereas Aussie is going down because it's overvalued right now. Because they need to at least become equal to this price, sort of for a few seconds to become standard valued. Alright, so let's see what's happening here. Is it going? Aussie needs to break that line. I'm still trying to understand the data a little bit more. Alright, there we go. Angelina, we're missing the buy now. Damn it.
It has to break through the daily support.
Alright, so let's see here. These guys are running away. Are they running away? Let's see. I need it to stay above this though. At least one more bar. Because they could easily do this here. Just pull back and pull back again. I see silvers. Silver is still very calm.
Hmm. I want to take the buy.
Okay, I'll take the buy. Okay.
Yeah, but you're buying on support right now.
Am I?
Yes, you
Fuck.
are. It needs to break out first.
I put a stop loss right under this single 1 minute, but of course I'm going against my I should have taken the buy at the signal here, of course, right? This was the signal, everything lined up towards the same signal here, over here. So this would have been the buy. Again, 79 pips.
Mm.
We would have been in profit 70 pips already.
I'm thinking I can take like a 50 to 60 pip profit if it breaks out. Maybe it might break out now.
Let me see what's done here. Oh, it broke already. You see this? It broke out already into that level.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe, I don't know, maybe my daily box is too big. The problem is it's hard to get like a correctly sized box sometimes. But I went on lower time frames. I made it as small as I possibly could to be reasonable. But I don't know. Oh, wait, I think why is this one so big over here? I don't understand. I think I did something wrong with the sizes. Did I mess up my charts? What's happening? No. This is not supposed to be this big. Mm. Okay, I fixed it now. I kind of broke out.
Alright, if it breaks through here one more time, it's coming back to test the 9 over here. These EMAs are
I'm confused. Why is this doing this? I'm confused.
I need to leave this nice and big like this here, to be honest. Okay, give it the buy. Oh, so it did give the buy signal in the correct area. I did mention that this was the correct signal. I should have just taken the correct signal had I paid attention to the breakout zone here.
Mm. No, it's like
It just broke out like a minute ago.
yeah, but it's rejecting.
Like 5 minutes ago.
It's rejecting back in.
Because
Or
it needs,
retesting, I guess.
it needs to come retest this 9 right
Yeah.
here. But now it theoretically supposed to come all the way up here, at least.
Yeah, I have.
At least 100 pip up.
Yeah, I have that. I have at least until 31:48 somewhere around that.
The moves are so big though, like 2 bars, like 50 pips.
Yeah.
Let me check the price action to find out exactly what the price is. Alright, so the price here is 31.46. Alright, it's supposed to go up now. So this did a pullback up here, made a higher low, and then it broke out again and broke the previous high here. I like the silver drop down though. But silver has been struggling here to make sort of like a turn to the bullish side here. Same thing here. It's been going down for a while, and it's slowed down here, so it might be pulled back up to here, at least. So silver is looking like it's ready for a pullback. All right. It's been ranging in here. You see it's flipping bullish here, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish. So it needs to stay above this zone here, which it did break this one here a little bit. But it needs to break out and stay above here to continue bullish. We have some volume coming in. $930 volume is in. The $930 volume, they're actually trading that CPI now. This here is still very bullish. It finally crossed the top of this previous high over here. And it's retesting this key level here. This looks like it's gonna punch down. What the fuck? I should have taken the trade when I gave the trade. Not too late. It's coming back inside the range. So if 5 minute closes back inside the range, we need to get out. Well, my stop loss would be right here. Alright, the stop loss is just below this low here. You're right, Angie. I was buying right into support.
Yep.
The buy was too late.
Yep.
If we had taken it earlier, we would have been fine.
Yeah, but it's hard to take a trade like that when it's still kind of in the range, you know.
I know. We just need to, I guess, trust the signals more.
Yeah, but you would barely have time to get out.
No, even 70-something pips. There's not really this actually quite a bit up.
I don't know. It's hard to tell, man. Let this how the bars go.
I know. The bars are so fucking big. It's ridiculous.
They
Look,
just
this
don't-
is a 1 5 minute bar and it's like 80 pips drop.
Oh,
Alright, I gotta
oh,
close
it's
this trade.
dropping. It's dropping. It's dropping. We could take
Control
the sell
C.
instead.
Control C.
We could take the sell instead. That's what's fun.
Why is it not closing?
Oh my god, just close it with your mouse.
It froze my computer again.
Oh, okay. No. It's not very good. Everything's moving. Everything's there.
It closed it.
Okay.
You want to bet it's gonna fly from here?
Maybe, I don't know. It's just ranging. It's just, I don't know.
I know it's just such a shitty range. I have to work double time in order to make like this money. All right, so I have just wait the rest of the day out. All right, so it faked out over here, and if it faked out over here,
Okay. I sprayed it a lot over and I rubbed it all over mine. You know, I rubbed it all over her arm. Yeah, that's what happened. But the thing is, this thing is broken. It's like.
oh guys, I gotta go. It's 9:30. I gotta head out to work. All right. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the chats because I'm not gonna be here next week. I'll just focus on trying to automate the system and go from there because it does give trades. I don't execute on time. It does work. So as you can see, proof was there that the system works and you can sort of match it up with your price action.
Hey folks, what a view behind me. I'm at Black Bull Markets headquarters here in Auckland, New Zealand. Speaking of views, you can get TradingView paid plans for free at Black Bull Markets, saving you up to $600 a year. Get either the Essential Plus or Premium plans absolutely free. All you need to do is trade from one lot a month at Black Bull Markets. And you can also get a 100% deposit bonus for your first deposit up to $1,000. All you need to do is click the Trading Nut link in the description below. Hey, start trading Forex indices and commodities with up to 800k of Blue Guardian's capital risk-free. Just pay a small one-time fee to take the challenge, hit a profit target and get funded. Then keep up to 90% of your profits and enjoy fast weekly payouts. Now for futures traders, Blue Guardian Futures offers up to 450k in funding with 100% profit on your first 15k. With low targets, no activation fees and unlimited resets, it's one of the best deals in the industry. Visit BlueGuardian.com or BlueGuardianFutures.com to start trading today and grab their limited time discount code.